Hey, what's up guys? Tyler here with Secure Team. If you didn't see it yet, here is the footage played over. Now, this was captured by a storm chaser, amateur, who had set his camera out on his balcony in Johannesburg, South Africa. And there's some interesting things that we're going to talk about with regards to Johannesburg in a moment. But first, this footage that was actually recorded mid last month during a massive lightning thunderstorm. And as you're seeing in this very specific clip here, which is actually taken from a much longer clip that's about 25 minutes long. And as you are seeing, and if you haven't seen yet, at a certain point, at about 15 minutes into the original footage, we see a lightning strike lights up the sky, and we see this black stationary object sitting still in the sky for a very, very brief moment. It basically appears with the lightning strike and disappears just as quickly as the strike does. And as you're seeing in these clips here, and we're playing them slowed down, zoomed in, you can see that this is definitely an object of some sort. I mean, and afterwards it actually has what looks like a plasma discharge or something of the sort, which you see in this small light that appears about halfway through into this UFO's appearance, which is very similar to other UFO sightings we've seen that leave these electrical discharges in their wake as they disappear, as they jump into warp speed, or whether they are jumping dimensions, they leave these, what I can only describe as plasma discharges. And as you're seeing here, which is, we've stopped it, we're going frame by frame here, zoomed in, it's in the upper left-hand corner. When you look closely at this object, it becomes very clear that this has a definite structure to it, very sharp characteristics, surface characteristics. And as you see, we're going back and forth between two frames. You can actually see some of the characteristics on this UFO changing if you look in the center of the object here, as basically we're going forward a frame and then backward a frame over and over. Now, this is about when we start to see this, what looks like a plasma discharge appear. And even when the lightning goes out for a brief moment and the sky goes dark, we can still see this object sitting here. You can see this small pin light, and you can also see the curvature of the craft, as if there's some sort of small light source wrapping around the bottom of it. And again, it's very brief, and we've talked about this in past videos, where these UFOs will appear during these massive lightning storms, almost as if to feed off of this lightning. It's also been theorized that these crafts use lightning here on Earth as a mechanism to jump dimensions, which is very interesting when you think about it. Almost as if they are riding this lightning from another dimension, from possibly another planet, 50 light years away, and instantaneously are here on Earth. And we don't even know they were here. They're here and they're gone so quick. Now, we don't know if this thing is cloaking itself, if this is some sort of brief time jump where it warps and jumps into our dimension and jumps back out. But nonetheless, it's some extremely amazing footage, and we've talked about this in one of our most recent videos with the connection these UFOs have to lightning, as you're seeing in these images here, where these craft will appear at the moment of these lightning strikes. And we've documented this. There are multiple videos you can find online and on YouTube. There's various shaped UFOs that appear during these storms, so I definitely do not think that it's exclusive to one type of UFO or craft, or one type of race of beings, if you will. I think that these lightning storms attract UFOs from various locations and dimensions. And there is even footage of these UFOs appearing out of these lightning storms from the ISS, from the International Space Station footage, where you can actually see the Earth below. And they may be using the infrared camera here, but you can see the lightning strikes on Earth, and then you begin to see these UFOs coming up out of these storms. and flying up into space, and vice versa, appearing out of nowhere, materializing, and then heading down into these storms. And this was all seen from space, and it's some of the most devastating and amazing footage I've ever seen of these UFOs interacting with these lightning storms happening on Earth. So again, it's some amazing footage, amazing, and I'm just glad that the user who was cycling through the footage, comparing different footage that he had recorded, saw this, and that it was only a month later that he discovered our channel and sent it in to us. I'm just glad it wasn't years before he discovered our channel and decided to send it in. And again, Johannesburg, South Africa has had a wave of UFO sightings recently. Here is another video recently sent to us of a family who was outside their home recording this object that you're seeing here in the sky. It basically looked like a large, bright object with a smaller, bright object right below it, which, if you'll remember, looks extremely similar to a UFO that happened, I believe it was in Oklahoma, that we posted a video on recently that was captured above a local auto parts store, which again featured a bright light and a smaller light below it that was shape-shifting, and that was some extremely mysterious and ominous footage. So do check that out. And you can hear in this video, and we'll let it play for a moment, the shock of the family recording it. And according to them, this object was pulsating. Now you can see this happening in the video, which may or may not be due to the camera trying to focus on the object, but you'll notice that when it seems to pulsate, the family who is watching it, and not just watching it through the camera, but who are watching it with their naked eye, also seem to be seeing it pulsate, which would indicate that this is not something that's happening on the camera, because in the email they described it as pulsating and that it was an amazing sight. So check out a few seconds of that here.
It's like just lower, like, and the one is higher. That is fucking insane.
What is that?
Man, is it still doing that? Did you get something
Yeah,
on your
it's
phone?
doing that. Yeah, it's recorded. I recorded everything.
I gotta just tell everybody.
I wonder if we're like the only.
Oh snap! Oh snap! Oh snap! Oh snap! Oh snap!
Try doing this.
Yo, you didn't see. You're gonna see. Oh my
Steady your
gosh.
hands. Keep the box there. Keep the box there. Did you see that?
Yeah, dog. I saw it.
That means there's movement. Oh shit.
Shh.
Wait, let me-
This is. We need to post this on damn YouTube, bruh.
I'm just tightening the zoom a bit. Oh, wait.
Oh snap!
See that one?
So again, another sighting happening over Johannesburg. It's in South Africa. There is a full version of this video on YouTube. We will post a link to it down in the video description. You can head over, thank them for posting it up. And one last thing about Johannesburg that I thought is interesting is there's a really awesome film out there that's a few years old called District 9. And it takes place over Johannesburg, where basically it's sort of a found footage film where the people of Johannesburg wake up to find this massive flying saucer sitting stationary over their city. And eventually they go up and they round up the aliens that are on the saucer, and bring them down to Earth and put them in these makeshift camps like you would find in these countries that are filled with fleeing refugees. And it's an amazing film, and we've talked about this in the past, how Hollywood seems to almost drip feed us small crumbs of truth in these films that they create. But again, it may be a coincidence, but it's an amazing film, and again, takes place in Johannesburg, which is not usually a location that you see in any mainstream film. It's seldom used as a location, so there may be something to it, who knows. But again, some amazing footage. Let me know what you guys think. Be sure to share this video. Let's get it out there. These things are definitely attracted to these lightning storms here on Earth, and if you have your own footage, please do send it in, and I will get it out there for you, and we'll continue this search for the truth and try to figure out exactly what these UFOs want with these lightning storms. And obviously, it's an energy source, possibly refueling their craft. But all in all, it's some amazing stuff. So thanks for watching. Big thanks to both sources for sending in their footage. And yeah, stick around because we've got a lot more coming. Stay safe, guys.